In a world where everything can be tokenized, and that's where Ripple custody comes in. Here's how it works. The custody platform acts like a digital vault to safeguard both your and your client's assets. This vault is protected by the highest standard of bank-grade security for digital assets. Digital assets can be managed and accessed through a cryptographically secured infrastructure layer. This acts as a sort of door or single access point, which means you can choose who can do what with those assets. Next, thanks to an API-first model and a unique modular design, bank management systems can easily connect to the platform through a user-friendly interface, allowing for simple user control and integration. This makes things like token management, transferring, accounting, and custody straightforward and easy without compromising security, governance, or compliance. Lastly, the custody platform is plug and play and interoperable, unifying interactions with multiple underlying blockchains and their applications, external data sources like AML or other data providers, and to other market players like exchanges, marketplace venues, and regulated custodians. Now is the time to tap into the future of finance.
What's going up, bull runners? Welcome back to the channel. Now is the time to tap into finance. We have an amazing video for you today. XRP is pumping, Ethereum is pumping, coins are going green. Taking a look over here at crypto bubbles, not just little baby greens either. We're talking about some pumping. We got Sui up 21%, Nero up 20%, Shiba Inu up 18%, Dogecoin 12, Mint 17, and so on. So much amazing. I mean, even ADA pumping 18%.
Before we dive in, please note that the opinions in this video are for informational and educational purposes only and do not constitute financial, legal, or investment advice. All investments, including cryptocurrencies, carry risks and potential losses. Always do your own research and consult a licensed financial advisor. We are not licensed financial advisors, and relying on our content for financial decisions is at your own risk.
We will be getting into the charts today as well towards the end of the video. I've got some news to cover before we get there, but just a quick hit here. 22 hours left in this brand new candle, and we are surging to the upside. We talked about getting back to that 60-cent level, 62, 63 cents, and even 65 cents. We're going to show how and why that's possible here shortly. We will also be looking at Bitcoin. Bitcoin continues to bump into this little spot right here, this new all-time high. Very exciting about the new all-time high, but it's running out a little bit of steam. That's okay. Could we see a correction where it comes and picks up some more buyers from the downside? We'll look into that a little more. Ethereum on an absolute rocket ship to the moon. Now, what is interesting though, Ethereum did hit exactly in that space that we've been covering for the last couple days, that supply and demand zone. It needs to surge through there. We'll evaluate that more today as well. Taking a look at Sui from that most recent low to the previous all-time high before this giant cup and handles playing out. Remember, the first Fibonacci extension is here at $3.50. Will it hit it? We'll continue to monitor that. But look at this. Yesterday's candle, absolutely spectacular. A 22% move just yesterday. As we just saw, Ethereum is absolutely mooning, and look at how powerful this is right now. Ethereum now has a larger market cap than Bank of America. That is absolutely incredible. Crypto banks, right? We know XRP, we hope to get there. Crypto banks, Ethereum, $365 billion market cap. Bank of America, $345 billion. And here we are at coin market cap right now. Market cap is now at 2.63 trillion for all of crypto. Fear and greed index currently sitting at 74. So it's getting a little toppy. Now, here's what's really great. We've been talking about this a lot. Remember the Bitcoin dominance. It's currently at 57. It did get to 60, a little above 60, meaning everyone was just wanting Bitcoin, Bitcoin only. We know Bitcoin is going to continue having these huge institutional buys, but now we see Ethereum starting to crank it up a little bit. And like we said a couple of days ago, Ethereum was left for dead. Like literally everyone's talking crap on Ethereum. Oh my gosh, remember the NFT craze? And Ethereum sucks because I was buying a $50 NFT and it cost me $500 in fees and blah, 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 right? Everyone's talking trash on it. but it is still a powerful tool and a lot of institutions want to use it. So as we see here, it's even growing now, $376 billion for the market cap there. Bitcoin at $1.5 trillion now. And the news did pop out today. We're going to continue monitoring this race. In fact, we hope to see it overtake this 6th spot. But right now, as we see here, Dogecoin did overtake XRP in the race for market cap dominance. We've got XRP sitting at 8 again as of today. XRP currently pumping to the moon, which is, I mean, as much as you could say to the moon, right? Because XRP usually moves at 1 or 2 or 3% max per day. We've had a really good move. Nothing like this, though. I mean, as we see right here, Dogecoin up 43% in the last 7 days. We're only up 12%. It's slow and steady wins the race, I guess, for XRP. Will that moonshot happen? That's what we're really excited about. But yes, right now, 500 billion separating us. And we could see, I mean, Doge had a massive move yesterday, 13% move to the upside. They are currently, the trading volume, $4.9 billion in trading volume. When you sort by highest trading volume in the last 24 hours, Tether is there. Bitcoin, obviously, one of the most powerful traded coins. But look at this. The volume on Ethereum is absolutely surging like crazy. And then another stable coin. So you expect those, obviously, to be up in there. But look at Dogecoin, number 7, but or number 5. But in reality, really number 3, right? Because this is Bitcoin B1, Ethereum 2, and then Dogecoin B3, because stable coins, they're just transacting back and forth. Heading back over to x.com to get some more news. And I did want to show what I've been posting a lot of great content on here. And if you want to go see it before the videos come out, you definitely can. Because when I find good news, I'm just going to upload it to X. You can come follow me, Win with Ryan, at Real Win with Ryan. But a lot of what's going on right now for this next phase of crypto, it is starting the bull run. And if you're new here, you've not been around a bull run, it's very exciting. Literally, you just look at anything. You just go to CoinMarketCap, pick whatever you want. Let's say we want meme coins or whatever the case may be. And you can see the top meme coins here. You can put into those, but obviously those are not multiplying as far as gains go like others. But you can see here right now, 44% growth. That's Dogecoin, 28% this last 7 days. Pepe, Dog with Hat, Bonk, Floki up 14, Nero up 94%. You can go to the bottom to a lower market cap, right? So here's market caps. These are hundreds of millions. We can go down to something around 50 million. Pick anything in this zone right here, right? Token 5, for example. Moo Dang, which has been all the rage crazy. Mr. Miggles, Dolan Duck, Kishu Inu. These are coins that you can pick to play with, lower market cap, and these things could have exponential growth. If you want to see what the top coin performance is, you can see it here. SHIB, Doge, Pepe. Maybe meme coins is not your thing. You're more into the AI coins. Well, you can pick the higher market cap AI coins. That's totally fine. But these are in the billions of market cap. What if you go find something in the low millions of market cap and then it goes to billions of market? Now you're talking about multiplying your money. And that's what's about to happen right now in crypto, because everyone's just coming in and people don't want to buy the top one because the top one doesn't grow on those bigger numbers, right? They don't have the 10x, 20x, 30x, 40x, 100x, maybe 100%, 200% growth. But we're talking about multiplying that $1,000 into 10,000, 20,000. You need something in the lower market cap section. So here's one, for example, at the very bottom of the page, number 100, Synesis 1. Synesis 1. Let's go take a look at this, and we're going to track this. We're going to go over to TradingView. We're going to add a new coin. Synesis 1. So take a look at this. All right. So we're on the weekly chart here. This thing launched, and obviously the creators of the token sold off and took a bunch of profits. This one launched March 4th of 2024. It's an AI token. It's at lower than launch price, and we're going to mark it where it is right now. We're going to add text. November 9th, 2024. And then we're going to follow this and see how much money we make in the next week, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, months. And do we get back to an all-time high? And by the way, this is not financial advice. Do not buy or sell this token or any tokens that we talk about on this channel, because it can probably And it probably will all go to zero. This is just going to be for fun for us, though. Let's say we go from where we're at right now to an all-time high, 665. That's a 6x of, let's say, for example, $100 into this token. It would turn into 600. Now, I am not buying this token, but we will track it. We're going to keep track and see what happens to this token over the next couple of weeks. And if a lot of this information is just blowing your mind, you need help, you don't get what you're doing, you're just getting your foot wet, you're just getting in your foot in the water here, well, you can get into our program. We're going to have education for you. It's very simple. Are you ready to become a crypto millionaire? Take your knowledge and portfolio to the next level. Join our early bird list for exclusive altcoin picks, market analysis, and get early bird access to our crypto education inner circle. Get that now. All you got to do is go to bullrunners.com, or go right down below to the description in the link. Click that button. When you click that link, it's going to bring you here. Yes, reserve my spot. Then you're going to put in your best email address, not your spam one, but your best one, and we'll shoot you over all the details that you need. You get started with us immediately right away. But like I said, it's all about mindset, knowing that stuff is going to go up. Will they have pullbacks? Yes. This is the dollar cost averaging scenario. So the ultimate guide to 10xing your wealth in 2024 by Michael Saylor. Let's hear what he has to say. And you can substitute Bitcoin with almost every coin. Well, not every coin. They have to have some utility, or they have to be a meme with an actual following. You can't just go buy every single launch token off of Pump Fund, because you'll know that most of those are like 99% of the tokens that are launched that are meme coins are just scam coins, and they're pump and dumps.
The best idea, if you want to make 10x your money, is you buy something that everybody in the world needs, nobody in the world can stop, and almost nobody understands.
Perfect.
Okay, so in 2010, that was Amazon, or that was Apple, or that was Facebook, or Google. These are all dominant digital networks that everybody in the world needed, that nobody could stop. But if you'd ask the typical mainstream investor, is this a good investment? They would all say, oh, it's very scary. It's overvalued. Amazon doesn't make money. You know, mobile phones used to cost $50. You know, it's like Apple's going to sell an iPhone for $600. They said it's too expensive. The iPhone $600 is too expensive. Nokia will sell me one for $30. They said Apple's going to go to $30. And of course, what happened is Apple went to $1,500. Yes. And so the conventional wisdom was against these big tech companies.
So do some research, find tokens that you like, and it's going to potentially 10x, right? And maybe 2025. But what he's saying is a lot of people are hating on it. Remember, if you're watching this and you're into crypto, redo all of that. So this bull run, this bull cycle, 10xing your money is a possibility. But buying something that is going to work, that is going to be good, that is what is exciting, right? So Bitcoin, will it 10x? Will it go to 700,000 this cycle? Probably not. I don't think so. I mean, in the long run, could it ever go to $1 million? Yes. But there are coins that will 10x in a week. But the whole idea of this, the mentality of it, what I'm saying here is, when people were saying that the iPhone was never going to work, it worked out. People were saying the internet was never going to work. It worked out. We are early to crypto. Crypto will work. And like I said, if this is your first bull cycle, make sure you subscribe and follow along, because it's going to be amazing. But last bull run, I was absolutely blown away. It just, people kept on buying every token out there. There's tons of money coming into this market. It's not here yet. It's about to get absolutely insane, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, speaking of coins that work well, most of the time we do have Solana, right? Solana, as we know, Solana's been pumping up over $200 a token, but it is a very popular token. It's a very popular platform, and the Solana network does go down from time to time. And that's why Sui, we talk about Sui a lot on the channel as well. Sui is an amazing coin, a competitor to Solana, a competitor to Ethereum. It's been around for a couple years now, but it's finally starting to get traction. People are understanding what it is. Much easier to use than Ethereum, lower fees than Ethereum. It works better than Solana. It doesn't go down as often as Solana. So Sui is a coin that may be one of those, you put $100 into it, it does a 10x. Now, somebody out there may be watching this and your $100 is 100 grand, and then you turn it into $1 million. That stuff is going to happen in this bull run. And why is crypto so important? Why is Bitcoin so important? Well, this was a great video I saw here. Thomas Massey nails it. They can print more dollars, but not more Bitcoin. So when it talks about inflation, what's happening to your money?
This is what happens when you have a quantity of something, then you add more to it. This is dilution. The principle is so simple that a child can understand. And you can create this little science project at home. Sorry, you can have your tea back. But the principle is called dilution. And when you print $5 trillion and you put it into the economy, you have diluted the value of the money. So for instance, if you had a minimum wage at some amount, and somebody was making minimum wage and they were still making minimum wage after this money was printed, they actually are making considerably less in terms of real dollars. It's dilution. So the $5 trillion that we printed, I would argue, is the primary source of inflation. You know, we can say, well, eggs went up because feed went up, fuel went up because there's a war in Ukraine. You can find a lot of excuses for various different industries. But what is the probability that every price went up all at the same time? You can't blame them on specific supply chain problems. The thing
how do you explain the global?
Yes, I'm glad you asked me that, Professor Raskin. Because they did the same thing in Europe. They did this everywhere. They printed their own equivalents of the Federal Reserve and Treasuries, created their own money out of thin air. It may be the only thing that saved our dollar is that everybody else did the same thing to their currency. And so the question is, right now we're coming up on the debt limit. Why isn't anybody proposing to print more money? Why aren't the economists proposing to print more money? Because it is poison. When you print money, it is poison to our.
So what's interesting, and this is important for you guys to understand as well. So when you look at circulating supply here on a coin, right? You have circulating supply and you have max supply. This was the knock on some tokens. Like, for example, I don't know if you were around when Dogecoin first came out, but Dogecoin was going to be absolutely incredible. It's awesome. And then people started to find out that there is no max supply. They can always print more Dogecoin. So the total supply and the circulating supply is here. Unfortunately for Dogecoin, the max supply is infinity. And we know with Bitcoin, the max supply is 21 million. We know with XRP, it's 100 billion. Right now, the circulating supply is 56 billion. And with Cardano, the circulating supply is currently hundreds, thousands, millions, billions. So 35 billion. The max supply is 45 billion. So the coins with the max supply are always important. And the other interesting fact is you can always look it up. Some tokens will be able to make it easier. So the other interesting thing, for example, I'm over here on Grok on X. And what is the max supply of Shiba Inu tokens? The max supply of Shiba Inu tokens is 999 trillion lots SHIB, or approximately 1 quadrillion SHIB tokens. However, due to significant token burns, this is important as well, the circulating supply is around 589 trillion SHIB. So when you're on CoinMarketCap doing your research, you'll notice under the max supply section, instead of infinite, like we saw on Doge, meaning they could literally create more supply anytime they want, max supply over here has dash, as you can see right here, dash, meaning that the creators of the token or if the project did not submit that data. But we do have total supply and circulating supply here. So taking the same question we just asked, what is the max supply of Dogecoin? Dogecoin does not have a maximum supply cap. It is designed to have an infinite supply with miners producing 10,000 Doge per block and each block being created every minute. This results in approximately 14 million new Doge entering circulation each day. So as Thomas Massey was explaining here, that's dilution also of the coin. That's what's happening also with the United States dollar. This was huge news for everyone in crypto because usually when you're brand new into crypto, the first thing you get is Bitcoin. Just in 99.95% of Bitcoin addresses are now in profit. That was very exciting to see. No matter where you bought Bitcoin, which is obvious, right? Because every time it makes a new all-time high, anyone who bought before that high is obviously in profit. But it's just cool to see that stat. And congratulations to all of you who are in crypto that are in profit. But it's only going to continue to grow. It's going to continue to moonshot. As we see right here, Bitcoin ETFs hit $22 billion in inflows. That's just the start, says Bitwise CIO. Similar gold's ETF launch, Bitcoin could see steady inflows for years. And this is new digital gold.
These ETFs in a limited sense. Before I came to Bitwise 6.5 years ago, I was the CEO of ETF.com. So this is my neck of the woods. The thing that crypto should realize about ETFs is they are multi-year stories. If you look back at the gold ETF, which when it launched was the most successful ETF launch of all time, year 2 had more flows than year 1, year 3 more than year 2, year 4 more than year 3 for 8 straight years. I actually think the same thing is going to happen for Bitcoin ETFs. Yes, this was a record year, the most successful ETF launch of all time. Maybe we'll get $20+ billion of assets into these ETFs in year 1. That's amazing. I bet you year 2 is bigger. And I bet you year 3 is bigger. ETFs are a 5 to 10 year journey.
And another thing we're keeping a very close eye on for the XRP army is this SEC battle. Getting rid of Gary Gensler. There's been multiple reports coming in that he may be out very soon before the actual inauguration. They're just trying to get him out of there now. And it's interesting because JD Vance actually a couple months ago had something to say about him. And he said, if there's a candidate for the worst person in the Biden admin, it's Gary Gensler. Take a listen to this.
Person, in my view, at least in terms of my substantive disagreements, I'm sure he's like a nice guy, is Gary Gensler. Okay, so Gary Gensler is sort of the complete opposite of my view. And there are 2 problems that I have with Gary. One of which is that I think he wants to inject politics way too much into the actual business of securities in the United States of America. But in some ways, the more fundamental issue, or at least the most relevant issue for this particular conference is the approach that Gary has taken to regulating blockchain and crypto seems to be almost the exact opposite of what it should be. And I'm oversimplifying a little bit, but the question the SEC seems to ask in regulating crypto is this a token with utility? And if it's a token with utility, then they seem to want to ban it. And if it's a token without utility, they don't seem to care. I almost think we should be the opposite here, right? I worry about financialization. I worry about, frankly, whether a lot of the crypto stuff is fundamentally fake. But if a token actually has utility, that's the sort of thing that, by all means, regulate it. By all means, be careful about, how consumers interact with it. But you don't want to just get rid of this stuff. And here's where I really, really worry about this is a lot of the newest challengers to social media, the social media incumbents of 2024 are going to require some blockchain technology to make their business work. Maybe they'll require a token that supports verification. There are all of these ways in which the companies, when I talk to sort of friends who are still in the VC industry, the companies that are most exciting to them, they're doing actual things in communications in the 21st century, in 2024, I should say. Those companies very often rely on high utility tokens to do things like verification. Well, if we're not making it possible to do verification, then we're going to make it really hard to challenge the existing incumbents in the space.
Well, you can get into our program. We're going to have education for you. It's very simple. Are you ready to become a crypto millionaire? Take your knowledge and portfolio to the next level. Join our early bird list for exclusive altcoin picks, market analysis, and get early bird access to our crypto education inner circle. Get that now. All you got to do is go to bullrunners.com, or go right down below to the description in the link. Click that button. When you click that link, it's going to bring you here. Yes, reserve my spot. Then you're going to put in your best email address, not your spam one, but your best one, and we'll shoot you over all the details that you need. You get started with us immediately right away. And heading back over here to the charts, XRP right now, what we talked about was this area being that area of resistance that we needed to break through. We're here on the daily charts. Jumping over here to the 4-hour, it finally did break through. Remember, it did this nice accumulation. Boom, it broke out to the upside. Let's go to normal candles here for a second. You can see very strong break to the upside. It did maintain above that 10 exponential moving average. We needed that to happen for us to remain in bullish posture. And then when we do switch over on the 4-hour to our Heikinashi candles, it shows us the area, in my personal opinion, where we're going to be headed. So right now, this is the last big batch of moves to the upside before the sell-off, right? So this was people were selling in or buying up before the sell-off. And that is where price, in my personal opinion, is going to be heading towards next, which is that 62-cent level. Now, we do also have our monthly chart here, which has all of the blue candles. It's the first of the month. We always talk about that, how the first of the month, typically, escrow gets unlocked and then XRP gets dumped on us by the Ripple company. Well, the exciting thing is it did dump off and it did not break below our 50-cent level. So we were able to hold this as a legit support now. We've now broken back above the 55-cent level as well. And that on the daily candle is now a support. We saw this run above it, came back, retested it, but buyers are in the market keeping us above there. Next level to the upside, we broke 55 cents. We want to see that 60-cent level next. However, we do obviously want to get into that zone of interest up here at 62 cents, but 60 cents will be where we run into another area of resistance. And you can see that right here. It happened at the 55-cent level, and it's also happened at the 60-cent level before. All right, flipping to Heikinashis, and we're taking a look at XRP. Now, Ethereum, I got XRP on the brain, but Ethereum, when we take a look here at our 4-hour charts, Ethereum did also get into a very similar section here, right? So same thing here, 3,100. It's gotten to that level. Now, we are going to be running into some turbulence at this point. We're going to continue to monitor this. Are we going to get this really large, huge inflow into the market where we can push through? The next level up on the daily indication is up here at 39. But when we take a look at where we're at right now, we did hit this level right here, this exact box. Now, the next box to the upside is going to be right here. And then the next box to the upside is going to be right here. So you can see what I mean by we're going to have turbulence, right? Because once we broke this level here, all of this was red, meaning there was no intermediate, right? It was just going to blow through up to this spot. Well, after we get there, we're going to have green here that's going to run into us. And then we have green here, and then we have green here. And then we have green, 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 green. All these areas that were a very difficult spot in the past to the downside are now potentially going to be an interference to the upside. But the very positive news we've been covering for days now is we have on the 4-hour chart and now officially on the daily chart as well. We have the bullish posture on the moving averages. So the white moving averages are 10 exponential, yellow is our 30, red is our 50. When they're stacked in this way, 10, 30, 50 to the upside, it's bullish, just like when it was to the downside. Once it got here, 10, 30, 50, we got really bearish there. Okay. So now we are in bullish posture for Ethereum. We're also bullish posture almost for XRP. There's still, it's got to keep moving to the upside for XRP. We've been in bullish posture since down here, right? Exactly here where we broke into extra bullish posture at 63,000. Had a dip and then a rip back to the upside. While we're talking on the video, we do now have another new all-time high. So let's see here. Look in the hourly chart. It just popped up there right now. And our new, get this and put it there. New all-time high is now 77,498. So if you're starting to feel that crazy FOMO, oh my gosh, I need to put more money into crypto, that's definitely your prerogative. If that's what you want to do, there is going to be a lot of gains. There will be some pullbacks along the way. But what I will let you know is a lot of people have a budget and they don't have extra money. They're not making side money. Maybe their savings is tied up. They don't have a savings, whatever the case may be, and they need a way to make some more money so they can put that extra money into crypto because that's what they want to do is invest with it. Well, we've come up with something to help you do that. It's very simple. It's very easy. Take a look.
Bull runners, this is super time sensitive, especially if you're looking to stack more crypto before the bull run is over. Did you know that Visa and MasterCard lost a $5.5 billion class action lawsuit for imposing unfair fees on merchants and business owners. So if you own a business, or if you know any business owners that process payments with Visa or MasterCard between 2004 and 2019, that's 15 years, you could actually be owed a refund of 1 to 1.5% of your total revenue from that period. That's a lot of money. For example, this business that generated 1.6 million in credit card revenue during those years is getting back $28,000. This business that generated over 7 million is getting back $93,000. And this business that generated over $20 million during those years is getting back over $320,000. That's money they didn't even know was on the table. And all they did was fill out a form through the link below this video. It literally takes less than a minute to see if you qualify, but you don't want to wait too long because the deadline to file is February 4th, 2025. So the sooner that you fill out the form below, the sooner that you can reclaim what's rightfully yours. Plus, if you don't have a business, you can actually earn 3% by referring businesses that do qualify by creating your affiliate account through the link below. So this is a no-brainer way to get money back in your pocket to use for your business, or if you want to use it for crypto or other assets to invest in, you can do that. So click the link below. Let's get you paid.